Hey YouTube, alright, so today is Thursday. As you seen a couple days ago, I got the intercooler pulled off and got the engine put back together, and it seems to be running pretty good. I did drive her up to the store yesterday just to go get something to drink, but the car's still loaded down, so I didn't want to really be hard on it or anything, so I'm probably gonna I might just drive over to the storage and unload all this stuff back at the storage. But before I do that, I need to get the jack out of the trunk, and I want to jack this thing up and try to see if I can figure out what all this fluid down here is from. So I'm not really for sure. So I need to get this ratchet strap back off the hood so I can get the hood popped open and check all the fluids, see if anything's low, and kind of go from there, because that could just be all that coolant, but I know all the other coolant I drained out is evaporated, and that's all still super wet, like trans fluid or power steering fluid or something. So I'm gonna get this thing jacked up and I'll give you guys another update. Alright, well, so I got the jack out, got her jacked up, and it's kind of looking red. And I'm kind of seeing some trans fluid dripping. Not seeing any power steering. I mean, the pump up there still looks a little wet. But I was looking at the subframe here. That's red. That's trans fluid. That's definitely trans fluid. So it's all super wet right in here. So it's looking like it's trans fluid leaking, which sucks. So I guess I'm going to, I don't know, I need to kind of let it down and check the trans fluid. Oh yeah, I just seen it drip red. Man, I hope I didn't break something. I didn't try to do any burnouts or anything, so it kind of looks like the diff's leaking right there. And I hope not. But alright, I'm going to keep working on this thing, and I'll give you guys another update here shortly. So I had to turn the car around because all that fluid was back here and I wasn't trying to be laying in it. So I turned the car around, so I'm going to jack it up again and throw it on the jack stands, and that way I can actually get under here and not be laying in the fluid and see what the hell we got going on. So that'll give me just a minute and I'll give you guys another update. Alright guys, so I can't tell if it's just spraying out of the pan right here or if it's actually leaking from the diff housing. So I didn't mess with the diff housing at all, so I don't know. It almost looks like there's a crack right there. No, I think that was grease. Just crap. Okay. Well, I'm going to try snugging up these bolts a little bit. Just right here at the end. It's definitely leaking around back here. You can see it's already dripping. There's the puddle. That's just since I parked it here and jacked it up, and it's definitely dripping. So I'm going to try to snug these up and see if I can't get this to stop leaking, and I'll give you guys another update. Alright y'all, so almost every bolt on the pan had at least a half a turn to a full turn. So I've got all of them snugged up, and I use this shirt and just wipe down the pan, try to get all the fluid off. I'm trying to see if this thing's still gonna leak. And then I do know that the dipstick tube, there's a seal that goes on it. It's right there. Definitely looks like it's leaking from the dipstick seal right now. But I have another seal that goes in there that's like a brand new one. And so I'm going to end up having to swap that seal out. Other than that, it kind of looks like it's maybe the rack right there is spraying some power steering out of that fitting, and it's spraying over here onto the transmission and leaking, running down the speed sensor plug, and that's probably what's all over the diff, because that fluid doesn't look red like the trans fluid, so I don't think it's trans fluid. If you look right here, that was fluid. That's power steering. That's not red at all. So that's all power steering fluid, so that's good. I guess it was just spraying all over the backside of the engine block up there, which was not good. But that was probably before I fixed those lines and got those tightened up and put the clamp on. But now that one right there looks like it's the fitting on the rack maybe leaking. I'm not for sure. It's hard to tell. I mean, I guess it could be that line, the power steering cooler line, but I know one of those lines is brand new, and the other one I was forced to reuse because they kept sending me the wrong fucking one. And I ordered 2 different ones and was never able to send the first one back, so it was just a waste of like $65. And then the second one, they sent me the same line that they sent me the first time. Even though I told them that was the wrong line, they still sent me another wrong one. And so whenever I got the second one, I ended up giving that one to my buddy Tommy because it fits the Impalas. And then I still have the first one. It's in the parts car in the 98. So yeah, I end up having to reuse one of those power steering lines. So that one I reused could be leaking. I don't know. I wasn't really having any power steering leaks with the first engine I built, so I'm not really seeing why it would be leaking now. But since I snugged up all these bolts, I'm not seeing any other trans fluid leaking out. I'm feeling it still feels pretty damn dry. So that's good. Making progress at least. So I guess I'm going to drop this thing back down off the jack and check the fluids, make sure everything's good. I got a whole brand new jug of transmission fluid in the trunk, so shouldn't have any issues there. Man, I really hope that oil pressure sensor isn't bad. That could be oil, but I don't think so. I think it would be power steering, because the oil is still full. I just checked it. It's over full, so oil isn't low, so it can't be leaking oil. But I'm almost guarantee, I'm willing to bet that when I pull the power steering cap, I bet it's pretty low or close to being empty. And whenever I turned the car around in the driveway a minute ago, I kind of heard it go, just barely for like a second, but I heard it. And for a full power steering system, shouldn't be hearing any whine at all. So I'm willing to bet it's power steering leaking, which sucks, but that's part of the game, I guess. So like I said, I'm going to get this thing down off of jack stands and off the jack back on the ground, start her up, check the trans fluid, and kind of go from there. So y'all stay tuned, and I'll give you guys another update here shortly. Alright, you guys, so I got her back on the ground and about to start her up. I pulled the dipstick, but it's way over the full mark because it ain't running, so start her up. Right on the full mark. That's good. Not low. That makes me happy. Let's check underneath. Not really seeing any drifts. Cool. Got a little bit that drift while I was working on it. Everything else back there is looking pretty clean. Awesome. I need to go to the storage and grab my original oil cap. Not seeing any fuel leaks or anything. Everything's looking really good. It really sucks there's no intercooler anymore, but in time I'll get that fixed. Well, that makes me happy. So we got no lights on, no codes. Everything seems to be working properly. Got no leaks. So I guess we'll see once I go take her out on the road and go drive her and just make sure we don't have any major issues. So I'm gonna let her run and get up to full operating temp. She's getting there. We're at a 98 degrees trans temp, 173 water temp. Looks like I have a code now. Let's go see what's my codes. one code. Cylinder 3 misfire. Oh, come on. All I did was take off the fucking intercooler. Man. I really hope not. I didn't even mess with the front plugs or wires or any of that. That's cylinder 3. Sounds good. Smells like she's running a little rich, but it does have the bigger pump in it, so she ain't tuned for it yet. But alright, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and let her do what she does. I need to get this hood strap down and pick some stuff up, and I'm gonna go test drive her, and I'll give you guys another update. So y'all stay tuned. Alright y'all, so she's pretty warmed up, got the hood strapped down. About to go drive her around. Speed bumps. My buddy Lucas said that the cam should already be broke in, but I don't know, I just want to I want to make sure. I don't want to hurt this engine, and I might already have. I'm not even, I mean, she seems to be running pretty good, but I'm not hearing any knocks. That doesn't mean that it's not. afterburns. I'm taking her back home. I guess I still got some exhaust leaks. Get it. I really hope I didn't blow her up. 127 Fahrenheit intake air temp. Oh, now 128. 190 water temp. 800 RPM. 96 outside. Man. She seems to be running better, but I don't know. I try to get on her a little bit and I'm hearing something. I don't know what the fuck it is. Check out underneath. Well, everything over here is looking good. I need to get her fine-tuned and really dialed in. Maybe that's just some of my issue. I don't know, like, my buddy Lucas said that the flash tune from Daniel is just like a wide open throttle tune, so I guess really I need to get in touch with Daniel again and see what he says about it. Because I know I dailied this car for like 8 or 9 months with the NIC cam with this same exact tune, but I was told it was the XPZ, so it's tuned for this cam. I don't know. She seems to run good just sitting here idling. It's about how she was with the intercooler, but absolutely zero smoke. guess I'm gonna take this ratchet strap off and pop the hood back open, and I'll give you guys another update. Guys, so just got the hood open. I'm not hearing any knocks or any bad sounds. Still not seeing any leaks. So I don't know what the hell is going on. She did throw a code for a cylinder 3 misfire. And I double checked my injector plug. I double checked the wires. I did not double check the spark plug, but during that whole drive, no lights came back on. I don't know. I'm really not too sure. I mean, she seems to run pretty healthy. She's idling great. I'm happy with the water temp. I'm happy with the trans temp. Especially for how hot it is outside. Like, alright. Well, I guess that's going to be my little update video for today. So if I can get a hold of my buddy David and Lucas, then I'd like to go out there to Veneta and show you guys what they got going on with that LS swap and the Range Rover. And it seems like pretty badass. He sent me a bunch of pictures of it, and they've been going through the engine, doing a fresh gasket set on it, and got a few new parts for it. Got a bell housing converter to stick with the factory trans since it's all-wheel drive. So they've got another bell housing. And I don't know, he went back out there a couple days ago on like Monday or Tuesday, and he said he was going to send me some more pictures of it, and I haven't heard from him since he went out there a couple days ago whenever Lucas brought me that wideband. So, but she's definitely running a hell of a lot better. So, but like I said, I guess that's going to be it for this video. So, leave me a like if you like the videos. Leave me a comment if you learned anything, or if you have any questions about anything. And hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any of the future videos. Because y'all know there's still more to come with this thing. And I've still got the Grand Am, and still got to build this engine for the 97 once we pull the engine out of the 97. So, I know there's still lots more to come, but I'm trying to get the 07 figured out. I'm still trying to find a replacement core for the intercooler, so that way I can get the intercooler put back on there, really keep those intake air temps down, or those intake temps down, I should say. And then once I get the ice chiller box, then that'll help out a lot with those temps. But like I said, that's all still in the future. I've just got to get her dialed in and figured out, and make sure everything's 100% and she's good to go. So y'all stay tuned, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.